Hello darlings, for today's video I'll be creating 3 looks with one palette using the Bperfect Cosmetics Carnival XL Pro palette in collaboration with Stacey Marie. For the first look, I'm creating a half cut crease. To start, I'm priming my eyelids with the Plouise base in 0.5, which I'm simply tapping onto my lid using a Morphe JH36 brush. The first shade I'm picking up is this purple shade called Wasted. I'm packing this into my crease, going from the inner corner of my eye to the outer corner using the Morphe M506 brush. I love to start with the darkest shades first because I just find that blending is so much easier when doing so.
Just feel like maybe I could lose them with you, lose them with you, lose them with you. Just feel like maybe I could lose them with you.
Next, I'm sweeping these 2 pink shades called Funky and Pep Talk along the upper edge of that purple we just applied. To do this, I'm using the Morphe M562 brush, which is a great size for controlled blending. Next, I'm darkening the crease by applying some black, called Lights Out, directly on top of the purple. This is simply going to tone the purple to a darker shade. Now to blend that all together, I'm just taking the same 2 pink shades and going along the upper edge of the purple again, and then I'm finishing off my blend by taking a clean fluffy blending brush and sweeping it back and forth along the top edge of all of the eyeshadow closest to my brow bone. Now that I've finished all of the blending from my crease upwards, I'm cutting the crease. To do this, I'm using the Plouise base and the JH42 brush from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Master Brush collection. Since I'm creating a half cut crease, I'm applying the product starting from the inner corner of my eye and rounding it up into the crease, stopping about 3/4 the way across my eyelid.
You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us.
Once it's all tapped on smooth, I'm taking my finger and smoothing out the outer corner a bit before applying shadow on top. Next, I'm picking up this blue shade called Mood and applying this to my outer V using the JH40 brush, which is quite similar in shape to the M506 brush and allows me to precisely place this shadow without taking it up too far.
I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it.
I'm then going back in with the M506, which still has some purple on it, and blending out the outer edge of the blue.
You made this mess and left me with the pieces.
Now to start filling in the space we cut out, I'm first applying this dark green shade called Nuke. I'm then going in and applying the medium green shade from the palette called Hype, and finally I'm placing the light green shade called Ecstasy down right beside it so that the outer corner fades inwards from the blue and has a gradient going from dark green to light green.
I just need to clear my
For the other half of the blank space, I'm applying this shimmery gold shade called Fortune. These shadows are extremely pigmented, so to get the subtle shimmer that I'm looking for, I'm using a light hand when swiping it on.
I just need to clear my head. I just need to.
Now for my lower lash line, I'm repeating the steps I did in my crease and applying the shadows so that they meet their matches from the upper lid on the outer edge of the eye. First, I'm adding the purple, then I'm blending that out with the two pink shades, and I'm also adding a bit of the black to darken it up as well. Next, I'm applying the highlighter shade called Fairplay to my inner corner. Now for a bit of glitter, I'm lining where I cut my crease with the Touch & Soul Metalist Liquid Glitter Topper in Holo Glow using a Sigma E05 brush.
Here we are, a million stars floating over our heads, beating hearts, falling apart, staying.
Next, I'm curling my lashes using the Kevin Aquan Lash Curler, applying some Buxom Big Tease mascara, and popping on some visofree lashes in the style D23 from Aliexpress.
We're shaking up the ground, 'cause there ain't no stopping now. Say there ain't no stopping now. No, there ain't no stopping.
To blend the false lashes in with my real ones, I'm tightlining with the Buxom Hold the Line Waterproof Eyeliner in Call Me. To make my eyes appear larger, I'm adding some NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk to my waterline. Finally, I'm applying mascara to my lower lashes, and that completes the first look. For the second look, I'm creating a full cut crease. As always, I'm priming my eyelids before applying eyeshadow. Primer helps to cover any discoloration and reduce the chances of creasing, so it's definitely a necessity. The first shade I'm packing on is this blue called Mood. I'm using it to map out the shape of the crease that I'm going to be cutting out later. Since I have hooded eyes, I'm basically placing this above my natural crease and faking a crease so that it will be noticeable and not covered by my hood drooping over it.
We're shaking up the ground, 'cause there ain't no stopping now. Say there ain't no stopping now. No, there ain't no stopping now. There ain't no stopping now.
Next, I'm darkening the blue by applying this maroon shade called Reckless directly on top of it using a Morphe M508 brush, which is small and dense. This particular brush helps me to pack on a lot of pigment to get a fast color payoff while still keeping the shadow within the shape we created. Next, I'm packing this purple shade called Wasted on top of what we just applied. By doing this, I'm creating my own unique shade that wasn't available in the palette. Now it's time to start blending. I'm picking up these two pink shades called Influence and Funky and placing them along the upper edge of that bluish purple shade we created. This is an essential step because it's how we are going to transition to the yellow which we are applying next. To apply the yellow shade called Shuffle, I'm using the M562 brush and sweeping it back and forth along the upper edge of the pink. After blending, the pink is less noticeable. To fix this, I'm adding more pink to where we applied it before, and then I'm adding a bit more yellow as well. To finish off the blend, I'm taking a clean fluffy blending brush and sweeping it along the top edge of everything. Now to cut my crease, I'm starting by applying the Plouise base in shade 0.5 to the inner corner of my eye and rounding up into the crease.
Hey pretty baby, am I in your way? Cause you walked out so fast yesterday. No, I don't think you're here to stay.
Since this is going to be a fully cut out crease, I'm taking my brush and dragging it out at an angle from the outer corner of my eye, and then I'm swooping it over to connect with the rest of the base. This is the best technique that I found to create this sort of cut crease shape on my hooded eyes.
Oh, no, I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you.
The base mixed with the pigment of the shadow a bit and turned a little blue, so I'm just taking a cotton swab and some makeup remover and carefully removing as much of the base as possible.
And now you know it. Hey, little lady said you feel the same, but I don't believe.
Then I'm adding some more base to that blank space, and as you can see, it's much more true to color now.
I don't think you're here to stay. So tell me what you want, tell me how you want it. Tell me all the reasons that you're running away. I don't think you're here to stay. No, I don't think you're here to stay. No, no, no. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you. Yeah, I just wanna be with you.
Now to have some fun with the look, I'm creating a wing using the darkest shadows that I used earlier. This means I'm first applying the blue, then the maroon, and then the purple shade in order to achieve the color I'm wanting. I'm placing these along my lash line and winging them out. I'm also dragging all three of these shades down onto my lower lash line, connecting it with the wing.
Now you know it. I feel like you're lying. Trying to be real, but you seem so fake. I'm so over trying to move on, but you're in my way. I'm so know, now you know it. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you.
Looking past my reflection, thinking about what you mentioned. It was supposed to be the one to take every last pain away. Nothing on our loving, maybe time told us that we were different. Did it break you down?
Next, I'm blending that wing by adding the 2 pink shades from earlier along the edges of it.
Fighting off the feeling. One more minute, 'cause I just don't wanna come down. Don't wanna go back to how I used to be. Staring at the ceiling. Fighting off the feeling. One more minute, 'cause I just don't wanna come down.
Now I'm filling in the rest of the blank space, which is right beneath the cut in the crease, with the highlighter shade called Gold Luxe.
Past my reflection. Thinking about what you mentioned. Nothing on my loving, maybe time to just that we were different.
Now, just as we did before in the crease, I'm adding some yellow above the pink shade so that it helps to transition from the pink to the shimmer we just applied.
One more minute, 'cause I just don't wanna come down. Don't wanna go back to how I used to be.
I'm also adding the yellow underneath the pink on the lower lash line. Now to add some glitter to the look, I'm applying the Touch & Soul Metalist Liquid Glitter Topper in Holo Glow along the cut in the crease. I'm very precisely placing this using the Sigma E05 brush, which has a fine tapered tip.
One minute, 'cause I just don't wanna come down. Don't wanna go back to how I used to be.
Now for my inner corner, I'm applying the highlighter shade called Fairplay. Next, I'm creating a new inner corner by using the Profusion long-lasting liquid liner to create a triangle shape.
I am who I'm meant to be. I am who I'm meant to be.
Now I'm curling my lashes with the Kevin Aucoin lash curler and applying some Buxom Big Tease mascara.
So I could see how you react, how you...
For falsies, I'm popping on the visofree lashes in the style D23, which are available on Aliexpress. I'm then tightlining with the Buxom Hold the Line waterproof eyeliner, which I'm also applying to my lower waterline and buffing out to create a smoky effect.
I see my fortune. Would you react to me? We are reacting so much differently.
Finally, I'm applying mascara to my lower lashes, and that completes the second look. For the third and final look, I'm creating another half cut crease. Don't mind the pink tone on the base I'm applying, my eyelids were stained from the previous look, but as always I am priming with the Plouise base in 0.5. The first shade I'm applying is this purple called Wasted, and I'm packing this into my crease using the Morphe M506 brush. The difference with my application this time is that I'm not taking it all the way to my inner corner.
What you need to push away from the shore, amongst the waves, exactly where I wanna be. I am where I wanna be. Remember the start, when my future needed clarity. Yes, I needed clarity, so I could see how you'd react, to me.
Next, I'm blending that out by applying this red shade called Inferno right along the edge of it.
Much differently, 'cause I am different to you. Every time that I look back, I see my future. Would you react to me? We are reacting.
Now I'm adding this orange shade called Lit on top of the red. Going from the purple to the red, then from the red to the orange, allows us to transition smoothly, ultimately producing a flawless blend.
Oh, I've been a million places, and never see a million faces, but I figure supernatural, 'cause the spark is electric, for every part of me I feel it.
The final shade in my blend is this yellow called Keen, and I'm applying this along the upper edge of the previous shade we applied.
Can't explain forces in my veins, you're cosmic.
Next, I'm going back and reapplying the red and orange and also the purple shade to enhance their vibrancy. I'm then taking this clean fluffy blending brush and sweeping it along the top edge of the shadow closest to my brow bone, just so that the outer edge of everything is really diffused. I'm now cutting my crease. Once again, I'm using my favorite combo, the Plouise base and JH42 brush. I'm creating a half cut crease again, but this time I'm taking the base up a little higher than my inner corner so that it doesn't quite meet that tear duct.
Center of my galaxy, the space in me that never stops dreaming, never stops feeling. Cosmic.
Once the base is nice and smooth, I'm tapping my finger on the outer corner to diffuse the harsh line of where the base ends. Next, I'm applying this iridescent shade called Orchid to the area we cut out. Now I'm applying some more purple to the outer V and lower lash line. I'm also adding the yellow shade to the lower lash line, skipping the red and orange. For my inner corner, I'm applying the highlighter shade from the Makeup Revolution HD Pro Powder Contour Palette in Fair, just because this particular pearly white shade wasn't available in the Stacey Marie palette. Next, I'm lining my lash line with some liquid liner from Profusion Cosmetics and making it a bit thicker towards the outer V.
Cosmic.
I'm then picking up the black shade called Lights Out and adding some definition to the outer V by tapping that on top so that the liner blends right into the purple.
Take what you want from me. I'll give you everything. All that and more you'll see. Just stay right here with me. Love is not fiction, but this time the story's about a king and a queen will pretend to be with.
Now I'm curling my lashes with the Kevyn Aucoin lash curler, applying some Buxom Big Tease mascara, and popping on the visofree lashes in the style D23, which are definitely some of my favorite falsies. To tightline, I'm applying the Buxom Hold the Line waterproof eyeliner, and for my waterline, I'm applying the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. Finally, I'm applying mascara to my lower lashes. And that completes the 3 looks using the Stacey Marie Carnival XL Pro palette by Bperfect Cosmetics. Let me know which out of the 3 was your favorite in the comments below, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time!